All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly, Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believer, Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be called When the Wicked Control the World, you know? And this is why we need new management. And new management is on its way. Because you continue to be under this devil, what's going to end up happening? The Lord even said he got to shorten the days. There'll be no flesh saved. Okay? So, but the multitude of the wise, which is the men of the Lord, is the welfare of the world. And a wise king is the upholding of the people. These devils don't have no righteousness, no wisdom in them when it comes to doing right. They have a lot of wisdom when it comes to being wicked and oppressing. But this is why the scripture said this. Why people hate us so much, you're going to learn to love us. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. Henry Ford ran the numbers. He tested different work schedules and found the sweet spot. 40 hours. Not because it's optimal for productivity, because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Except you're exhausted. So you spend Saturday recovering from the week, and Sunday dreading Monday. Your weekend isn't freedom, it's recovery time.
And this is what you get in a wicked society. And the beautiful thing, talk about us who know this truth, we accept it. We don't like it. We hate it. We got to work just like everybody else. We go through things like everybody else, probably a little worse. But we have something called the truth. And the scripture said you should know the truth should make you free. And knowing that there is a glory after this, there is a hope. Because the scripture said where there is no vision, the people perish. So when your hope is only this, imagine, and I don't even want to imagine, but imagine this is your only hope, like majority of people. People are very optimistic that life will get better or life will be pre-2020. Go back to how 2019 and down was. But life is getting worse. And now people are waking up that, oh yeah, Donald Trump is not the guy. But they still have a glimpse of hope. Because I look at it like this. I see people, I talk to people, and people should really be like, man, I don't know, man. That's how people should be talking. Like, I don't know, man. This president, man, I don't see life getting better. I only see it getting worse. That's how people should be talking. But no, you still got people planning trips. You still got people talking about this and that. Nothing that really matters. Okay? People talking about the future. Like, wow. But the scripture said people going to be eating, drinking, and being merry until the day that the Lord come back. So this is what happens when the men of the Lord fail. Now the wicked rule the world, man. So it said, great travail is created for every man, and a heavy yoke is upon the son of Adam. We all come from Adam. Okay? All nations come from Adam, just like when the Lord flooded the earth and he saved Noah and his wife and his son, his 3 sons and their wives. Guess what? From Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, all the nations that you see today came from them. So it says from the day that they go out their mother's womb to the day that they return to the mother of all things, man. And this is all happened because we fail. All right. I think that's Job. Is it 14:1? Man, I'm dyslexic, boy. Yep, a man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Now you got to understand, this video right here is really goes into the man, because the man, most man jobs are physical labor. Most women jobs are not physical. They're usually in the office or something, you know. Not saying women don't have any physical jobs, but the point is that this whole system, the way that it's set up, it's just to oppress you and to destroy you and to make you feel hopeless, and to make you totally dependent on them. And it's horrible when you have to depend on the wicked, okay? Because they do not have your best interest at heart. Is it Joel 5? It's another one. 5 and 7. I think it's 5 and 7. Yep. Yet a man is born unto trouble as the sparks fly upward. All right. So yeah, so that's basically saying it's inevitable. Because like right now, you have people who live deliciously. I'm talking about even our people. You know, people who sold their soul, people who, you know, just live a life of drinking and smoking and partying. So that's fun unto them, you know? So you got people who really don't go through a lot. Every Israelite is not struggling to the point like they looking for something better. A lot of our people are content. But remember, the day is approaching. Because this is what's about to happen. In the day of prosperity, there's forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no remembrance of prosperity. So the day of affliction is coming. And all the people who's in prosperity, they ain't gonna remember about the prosperity that they was in. They only gonna know about the affliction. And they're gonna and that affliction gonna feel like it's been here the whole time. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of his death to reward a man according to his ways. Affliction of an hour, see, make of a man forget pleasure, and in his deed, in his end, his deed shall be discovered. Okay, because you know you got the saying that your life flashed before your eyes, and there's so many videos on that. I made some videos about that over the years. People talk about their testimony about when they was coming close to death, and some of them did die, and the things that they saw and everything, and yeah. So anyway.
So you can do it again. Monday morning, the alarm goes off and you feel it. That existential dread. 5 days until freedom. 5 days of giving your life away. For what? A paycheck that disappears instantly.
That's what I'm saying. So like, this is the reality that people, even people who do okay for themselves, they know that this is in the back of their mind. Because who the hell want to go to work, waking up before you gotta wake up, okay? Want to wake up, put it that way, to go do a job that 99% of the time you don't like. I'm just going to give 1%, you know, just for the people who might be, oh, I like my job. Well, it's very, very few. All right, so waking up early, going to do something, and making somebody else rich. Like he said, to get a check that it disappear very, very quick because you got bills. And you barely staying afloat. This is why this is my favorite book. This ain't why it's my favorite book, but you know, King Solomon. Whew, I'm telling you, man, this is my book. This is my favorite book, man. You read the book of Ecclesiastes. It's just beautiful because, like I always say, what King Solomon is saying in his book, everything is vanity and vexation of spirit until the kingdom of heaven come. Okay? He didn't say that, but if you are spiritual, that's what he's saying. Okay, so he said, therefore I hated life. Now, this is a man who was the most richest man in the world, had all the women, servants, people who sing him songs, everything. He's the king, all the wisdom. And look, therefore I hated life because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me, for all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And that's literally what it comes down to. Let's go to verse 22. We're going to jump around. So it said, for what have man of all his labor and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he has labor under the sun? For all his days are sorrow, and his travail grief. Yeah, his heart take of not rest in the night. There's because you want to know why? This is also vanity. You want to know why? Because you got to do the same thing the next day. You got to go into that damn place again. Okay? And this is how most people feel. Whether they want to tell you or not, or act like they don't. Because life sucks. And it sucks for most, not all. Their time is coming though.
Rent, bills, food, loans. Nothing left. You want to start that business? Too tired. Learn that skill? Too tired. Build that project? Too tired.
You also too damn broke. Because then you got to get a loan to start a business, which puts you more in debt. Okay. And then you don't even got the money to pay out, to pay back the debt. So yeah, it just. But anyway, let's get into this real quick. So the reason I'm making this video, just to let you know that this is what happens when the righteous fall. This is the condition of the world, man. So 2 Esdras 7:7, the entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand, on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there but one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for a inheritance. Now remember, the whole Bible is about the Israelites, and it's written to the elect first. So everything is centered around us. Now we read in Ecclesiasticus 40:1 how everybody go through, for pretty much everybody that's born of Adam go through great travail. Okay. Now, but the Lord is speaking about us going through this straight gate, because it's all about us. It's all about Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and the elect. That's what it's about. Okay. And when they come together in matrimony, which is very, very soon, it's called the wedding. Okay. So when that wedding happened, the earth is going to be refreshed and righteousness is going to rule and peace is going to follow after. But until then, all right, but if now the city were given unto a man for a heritage, if he should never pass a danger set before, how should he receive the heritage? This is going through the straight gate. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he even unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Okay. He ain't say the world's portion, Israel's portion, because he don't give a damn about the world, even though the world going through it. But this Bible is for us. And here's the point. Because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. So now all hell. Matter of fact, let's continue to read. Then were the interests of the world made narrow, full of sorrow, travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. Okay. So this is what happens when sin happens. For the interest of the elder world was wide and sure and brought immortal fruit. So this is what it was before we sinned. We was immortal. Okay. But now look, this is what happens when you sin. This is why you're supposed to recognize, like, yeah, going against the Lord, this ain't what it is. Now we're going to appreciate righteousness and the Thawadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that he's going to make us righteous, that we never have to go through this again. Because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And this is why you see it. We read Proverbs 29:2. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. That's why you see more mourning than rejoicing.
That's not an accident. That's the design. If you had energy left over, you'd leave. If you had money left over.
So they got it down to a science. Okay. They know what they're doing. They listen, this is the left-hand side of the Lord. He's perfect in everything that he does. He put the right devil over this earth. Okay. But they study this. They just give you just enough of this and just enough of that, just to keep you docile. All right. Just to keep you, not totally destroyed, and also not totally self-sufficient. Okay. They don't need you self-sufficient, and they don't need you totally destroyed, because they need you to work and give you a little cookie here and there to make you feel like you're appreciated. So let's go back to Ecclesiastes again, because this is what life is supposed to be right here. And we will get it. There is nothing better for a man that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy the good of his labor. Because if you go and work, you should at least enjoy. Now, even back in my grandpa's time, literally, he told me that having a job, you can take care of your family. Your wife can stay home. You can have a car. Basically, the American dream, the house, the white picket fence, the 2-car garage, all of that. That's how it used to be in like the 60s. Okay, the 50s and the 60s. A lot of our people was working at GM and not GM and Ford and things like that. All the manufacturing that they end up taking away. Okay, but yes, at one point in time, you was able to actually be able to take care of your family off of one job. Now you got people who work in 3 jobs just to stay afloat. So it says, this also I saw that it was from the hand of the Most High. This is what we're going to receive in the kingdom. For who can eat, or who else can hasten hearing unto more than I? For the Most High giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom and knowledge and joy, but to the sinner he giveth travail. This is the reason why the world is in the state that is in. This is the reason why we go through what we go through. The Lord is merciful. He gave us his truth. We have a chance at salvation. We still under curses, but the Lord have lightened them for us, because we able to move around, understand why, and that's what give us the peace. And he also would never put more on us than we can bear. Do you believe that though? All right. I'm going to make a video on that. So it said, together and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good before the Most High. This is also vanity and vexation of spirit. Okay. So King Solomon saying, listen, all of this is vanity until the kingdom come.
You'd build something. If you had time left over, you'd organize. They can't let that happen. So they found the formula. Just enough money to survive. Just enough time to not completely break.
Genius for the devil.
Just enough energy to come back tomorrow, but never enough to escape. And then they tell you, work hard for 45 years, then you can retire. So you do it.
Guess what? It's longer now. Used to be able to retire like 63. Now it's 70 something. And you got people, because life is so oppressing, you got people who's unretiring going back into the workforce because they can't even afford to live off of their fixed income, their retirement check. All right. So he just getting more oppressive and more oppressive as the year and days and seconds go by.
Trade your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s for a paycheck. And at 65, you're free. Except your body's broken, your energy's gone. You spent your best years building someone else's dream, and your freedom came too late to use it. The 40-hour work week isn't about productivity. It's about compliance. Keep you tired, keep you poor, keep you busy. Too exhausted to think, too broke to leave, too busy to organize. That's not employment, that's control.
You can't tell me this ain't the truth. All right. So the video got like 5 more seconds as you see the line. And I'm going to end it on this, because this is what we got to look forward to. And there should be no more curse. This is the last book in the last chapter of the Bible. Okay. So until this happened, you're still under curses. Okay. And this should make you want the kingdom more. But the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads, and there shall be no more night there. This whole video is talking about the night. Affliction, mourning, sorrow, death, all of that represents the night, captivity. And they know, and they need no candle, neither the light of the sun, for the Lord power giving them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Okay? So the laws can be written in us, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is even going to be more, because we have that, but it's going to be more. Because the Lord said that a mortal man cannot know all things because he is not immortal. That's in Ecclesiasticus 17:30. Okay? So the Lord going to give us all of that.
And you'll do it for the next 45 years.
So yeah. Hey, this is what you get when the wicked control the world. This is what you get when sin, come into the world, and the Lord will allow Satan. This is Satan's playground, man. But the Lord, as the scripture says, I'm going to end it on this actually. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. And we are right around the corner. All praises to Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Seek ye out the Lord while he may be found. And Shalom.